It wasn't the sound of a hungry stray. It was a sound of profound grief. For 3 weeks, the sleek black cat had maintained its lonely vigil. Every day, from sunup to sundown, it sat on top of the cold metal storm drain at the corner of Oak Street, letting out the most mournful, heartbreaking cries. Neighbors left food and water, which it mostly ignored. They assumed it was grieving a lost companion, perhaps another cat that had met a tragic end. Its unwavering sorrow became a sad, familiar part of the neighborhood's daily life. But a young girl named Lily, who walked past the drain every day on her way home from school, refused to accept that story. She saw something more than grief in the cat's green eyes. She saw a desperate, fierce hope. One afternoon, she stopped and sat quietly on the curb. As the cat let out another long, plaintive meow, Lily heard something else, a faint, high-pitched squeak coming from beneath the grate. It was almost imperceptible, but it was there. She ran home, pulling on her father's arm. "Daddy, she's not crying for what she lost," she insisted. "She's crying for what's trapped." Her father was skeptical, but couldn't ignore the certainty in his daughter's voice. He grabbed a crowbar from the garage and, with the help of another neighbor, they went to the storm drain. The mother cat watched them, her body tense, her cries growing more urgent. With a loud groan of protesting metal, they pried the heavy iron grate open. They shone a flashlight down into the darkness, a space filled with dirt and damp leaves. At first, they saw nothing. Then, a tiny head peeked out from behind a pile of debris. It wasn't just one. Tucked away in a small dry pocket were 4 tiny kittens, no more than a few weeks old. They were shivering, weak, but alive. Their mother had somehow given birth in the drain, but was unable to get her babies out. For weeks, she had refused to abandon them, her cries a desperate beacon for help. As the men carefully lifted each kitten out, the mother cat frantically licked and nudged them, her mournful cries finally turning into purrs of overwhelming relief. The entire neighborhood, which had gathered to watch, was left completely speechless. The family was reunited, and a kind neighbor adopted them all, ensuring they would never be separated again. Sometimes, a mother's love is the most powerful force in the universe, refusing to be silenced by steel or stone.